Yeah, I mean, you guys were down, four of your really important players tonight. Did you and Brandon feel like we got to put it on our shoulders tonight? Because it kind of looked like that.
Uh, yes and no. Because we still trust our teammates that are out there. But it is definitely more of there's a slightly bigger responsibility us two had to take on, and I mean for us it's fun. Just go out there, hoop, and compete, and play a game within the game to get the win.
There was that pick and roll with like 4.5 minutes left where I think Brandon fed you. How important was that sequence in the game? What did you just see on that play there that allowed you to make that play?
Like I say to y'all a lot of times after games, just got to watch film, and I think there were a lot of times I would set screens for B, but I wasn't setting them at the right angle, or I wasn't setting a proper screen. So, I've been watching film on that and just try to emphasize, especially tonight, when I set it for him, give him space to go off.
How important is it for y'all just to have success in those moments late in games where y'all are working together, you and B, just setting each other up?
I don't see no new faces in here. Y'all was here last year. Y'all know why that's important to us. I know one of y'all got our record for fourth quarter clutch win-loss ratio. I know somebody got it. What was it?
I think it was like 14 and 15 last year, something like that.
It was 14 and 15. I thought it was 5 and 30. But like based off last year, we try to. You got to keep ourselves in the game. I said it last year and the year prior. If we want to be a great team, we got to handle business in the fourth quarter when it's close.
And after that last game, you were talking about pressing the issue a little too much, rushing sometimes. How do you feel about just your approach tonight, getting your spots?
I was more patient with it, but I was still aggressive. It was just kind of like playing a game within the game, recognizing which shooters were hot, who I need to place in the pick and roll, whether I was coming off the screen or setting the screen. Guys made shots. I got to give a quick shout out to Hawk, Brandon Boston, and JRE, because those three, their number was called and they really stepped up.
Just you talk about being a point guard, being raised that way. Obviously, 10 assists tonight. Did your job there, but a lot of your actions tonight also came when you were off the ball. I think three lobs in the half-court setting. Just has it been a greater point of emphasis to get both you and BI, not just you guys but others as well, moving off ball to your spots and make the game a little bit easier?
Absolutely. I think that was something when watching film. When me and BI are on the court, I think we have so much respect that we can make one of us can just make something happen over 2 to 4 defenders that we become stagnant. So, I just try to keep myself moving because I feel like when I'm in motion, the defender has to respect it in some way.
Is there anyone in particular that you're trying to pick their brain with or working with when you're talking about learning the screens? And is it just talking more with the person that you're working with, like BI, or is there any coaches or stuff that are kind of helping you out? Be like, hey, maybe if you take this angle or if you do this adjustment here or there.
It's definitely a collective thing, talking to BI about it, Hawk, even Yves, and coaches-wise, Corey Brewer, A. Miles, about to start working with Greg Monroe some more. Anything I can add to my game, any information somebody got for me, I'm all ears for it.
So how are your impressions of Yves done?
I knew he was going to go up for it, but, I mean, I was shocked at first. I was like, man, he got it. I thought it was going to be one of those, the defender fouled him, but it still looked crazy. But when he made it, I was like, oh, he got it. That's big for momentum. Plays like that. I think what was even more impressive was the block he had on Miles Turner going up the middle of the lane. I think that was the most impressive play he made tonight because that was a clean block.
Yeah, obviously you and B, I mean, you did need some support from guys who aren't always asked to do that. What stood out to you about the way, Jose, Hawk, and Boston and Yves handled that?
Their energy. They were more active than usual, vocally and just energy-wise. And, when players do stuff like that, no matter which caliber player you're talking about, it's infectious. Like, people want to be a part of that, and people feed off it, and it leads to those runs, lobs, blocks, just wanting to make the play. You guys have a great night.